through the 8 races so far, through history, ending up with 2 modern interpretations. We've got the modern prototype here, the modern GTs at Le Mans, our final event. And these guys only 2 laps away from that now. A late change. Williams move ahead of CMP. So a drama for CMP at the end. Remember, they were on the podium. They were battling for that podium for a good quarter of the race. Such a shame to see them fall at the last. But right now it's P3 that we're interested in. And Tyrell, they just got to stop overdriving that car, because it's as simple as this. I think Wildcat is a little bit too far up the road now. They just got to keep Baguette behind. And again, that's 3rd for them, a 2nd podium, and another $1,000.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's going to be the motivation for a lot of these drivers is, you know, yes, the points are important, especially going into that final race, but if you can net just another little bit of money, you know, that's such a big advantage. So that's going to be a very, very interesting thing. It's going to help them out quite a lot financially as well, because a lot of these sim races, you know, I know a lot of them are quite young. They're still studying, going through courses, uni fees and all of that. So, you know, getting that extra bit of money, it honestly, as cliche as it might sound, it can be life-changing.
Oh, 100%. Well, again, given how young some of these guys are, to go home with the money that they are already is amazing. And speaking of amazing, well, this race has absolutely flown by. All 97 laps of it so far. We're on the 98th and final now, and focus well and truly deserved here on Kitty Crew. A 2nd prototype win. What more can be said? I mean, their driver's been practically faultless.
I just think they've got that prototype car nailed down to an absolute T. So it's been a fantastic car. They've really made it work, and their driving style clearly just suits, and they're able to extract, you know, a really good setup for both drivers. It's not a compromise for one driver or the other. It's a really nice working harmony.
Dan Nyman and Evan Thorogood, Force 1 and Raceboy 77. The American and the Canadian, they have worked in amazing synchronization throughout this entire event, and yet another race win soon in their hands. Just moving through the final stages of Sebring here, through Bishop into Le Mans section and back out onto the Ullman Straight for the final time of asking they go. It has been dominant. I mean, what's the final gap that we're looking at here? Surely going to be nearing 30 seconds once our overlay comes back round again. Picking up fastest lap as well there with the 42.4. And there we are, confirmation, 27.8 seconds. And that's before Wildcats hit the line themselves round the final corner, round the Sunset Bend. It is the Kitty Crew with their 2nd win of the day, and it is a 2nd prototype win at that Raceboy 77 across the line, and they have gained crucial points on Baguette as we move onto that final round of the day. An excellent effort from the Canadian. Coming home in P2 will be the Wildcats. Another podium for them. Again, an up and down day, but one and up to end on before the big finale. And coming home P3, I believe, just to be confirmed in a moment, will be Tyre Wall, picking up a 2nd podium for themselves as well. Again, they love these prototype cars, don't they?
Yeah, they absolutely do. It's a really, really good car for them. They've clearly got them figured out, as we sort of touched on. And, you know, if they can keep doing these prototype races, that's fantastic. But unfortunately, there's no more prototype races. The only one left is the all-important GTE races. But we do believe that Bryn is getting ready to interview our winners down there at Kitty Crew. And so, Bryn, we'll throw it over to you.
Yeah, thank you very much indeed. I was just doing some quick arithmetic to find out how much money these lot have just earned over the last 19 hours racing. Congratulations to that one. Well earned.
Yeah, thank you. It was all Dan. He earned it. I just held the lead after he got a huge lead.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Well, ignore you then, Evan, right? So well done there. So put in all the hard work.
Yeah, I felt really confident in that car, and I think it showed, because even though I'm completely exhausted, I think I was really consistent given the circumstances.
Yeah, being completely exhausted, that doesn't really help, but you've now got to kind of calm down, get yourselves reset for the big one. 1.5 hours of racing ahead of you with a $25,000 prize. What is your game plan? Just looking here, so Kitty Crew, a 4th, a 3rd, a 1st, a 6th, a 6th, a 4th, a 9th, a 1st, $7,000. That's what I think I've worked out that you've got yourselves over the last 19 hours. You must be pretty pleased with that haul already.
Yeah, overall we're pretty happy. There are a couple of spots in there that we'd like to improve, but overall I think we did really well, and as you can see we were pretty consistent, and we got a little bit of money going into the final.
Yeah, so when it comes to the final, all 3 of your drivers have to have some seat time. So do you have your strategy already worked out? Are you going to go sit down, bang your heads together and come up with a new